Hello, welcome to another episode of Shine Like a North Star. My name is Carrie Burchell, and I have the pleasure of spending some time with you today talking about frameworks. You can check out me and my stuff at carrieburchell.com. I love working with leaders in messy situations and helping them sort of sort out the mess of our day-to-day spin that happens in leadership, right? Things are busy. So you can look at different things. I've obviously YouTube, you're watching this on a video. There's also social media things, and I have a website at carrieburchell.com where you can access a bunch of resources to help you shine like a North Star. So without further ado, let me tell you the story today about frameworks. So I have a colleague, her name is Susanna Ray, R-E-A-Y, and she is brilliant at frameworks. Now I've had a sticky, I'm a like sticky note person on my desk, yes. I don't know if that's good or bad to admit to you, but it's true. And I've had a sticky on my desk for a while about, figure out your framework. Now, this is a funny thing for me to admit because I have a PhD, I've studied theoretical frameworks, I wrote my dissertation around a theoretical framework, and when it comes to my business, I was at a loss. So I hopped on a call with Susanna. My point in today's Shine Like a North Star, and the tip to help you shine like a North Star, is to think through your framework. And my argument is it's hard to do this alone. So that was my impetus for reaching out with Susanna. Now this happens to be her specialty, and believe me, in just one session with her, we're gonna have follow-up work, but in one session, beautiful, like so clarifying for me. And what can really happen nicely with this is you start seeing your pathway forward. You start thinking about how you can support other people in their pathway moving forward. So here's my messy edition today with Susanna Ray. You can chime in with this in the future, which will be a beautiful graphic and some other work that I have to do out of that. But what's important is that awareness. I had all of these ideas, and my ideas were clear. And I knew what the outcome was. I knew where the stumbling blocks were for leaders. I knew the gifts that I could contribute to help people shift, but they were moving all around everywhere. That part was not good. So my challenge to you is thinking about a framework where you can coordinate your thoughts and think through things. So what's interesting in my story is I've been working on a book about the asshole concept. I'm calling it Leading Out of the Asshole Trap. And, I actually went and even grabbed my laptop. I don't know if you do this, but I have some projects specifically on my laptop and other things on my desktop. Just helps me do focused work in different areas on different tools. I don't know if you do that, but it's been a helpful tool for me as a leader. And so I actually went and got my laptop on my meeting with Susanna and scrolled through my book. And I said, I've got the outline of the book here. And she's asking me great probing questions, starting with what or how, some things I've talked about on other calls. And sure enough, in my book is the outline of my framework, but I hadn't got here to there, putting the two pieces together, right? So when we think about leading out of the asshole trap, in my case, it starts with first recognizing that, people are trying to put you in the asshole trap, active listening, asking questions, making the call to action, going back and verifying, and then ultimately the outcome of all of those things when you celebrate the people are not putting you in the asshole trap because they've lost their asshole behaviors. They're in the circle, right? They're rowing with the team. They're helping the momentum of everything moving forward. I can rattle this off to you. Check out the book in a couple of months to really dive into that. But really, as an example of you have great ideas, and they're floating around and they can be super clear, like me on my outline for the book. But until I can frame it in a framework so that I can go to clients or even to you watching this and saying, here is the North Star leadership sort of success program. Here's the platform that's going to help you get time back in your day, feel less stressed, do more leader-like things and less of the firefighting that I think we often get trapped in as leaders. It's hard for me to articulate that unless it's organized in some kind of framework. So I wonder, in your shoes, what are some initiatives that you're working on, right? So it's not just the simple change management, project management stuff, but really thinking of the vision for what you're working on as a framework. So what are the steps to kind of bring about that change? It's different than strategic planning. It's what you hang your hat on to help people vision what's going on. Love to be a part to, help you kind of slow down your thoughts. And more importantly, Susanna Ray, I think, is brilliant at doing this. And this isn't a shout out for her as much as go to the experts. Like, we can do things the easy way or the hard way. And I was trying to do it the hard way alone. And I've said this 100 times before. I don't think that we really manage our spin or pull out of the spin without somebody's help. So I'm happy to, whoa, there's the dog barking. I think there's a cat in our yard that she wants to go after, sorry. So I'd love to be a part of helping you slow down the spin. And if you're looking at building frameworks, Susanna Ray is awesome. My pitch today is really just helping you think about what is your framework for the leadership work that you're doing right now. And the better you can articulate that, the better other people can journey with you and support and get on board. So frameworks, what role do they have in your work? That's the question of today, to help you shine like a North Star. See you next week.